Hi, I'm Heather from Quilting Confections. We have a couple of classes starting up this month. One of them is our Learn to Quilt class here in the store, and on Facebook we have our Quilt Along starting. So there's a lot of half square triangles in these two projects, so I thought today I would do a demo on how we like to do them here at Quilting Confections. So our favorite method is to use the Eleanor Burns Triangle Square Up Ruler. We have three different sizes. There's a 4.5, a 9.5, and a 6.5. 6.5 is our favorite or most common size that we like to use, and I thought I would demonstrate how to use it. So to start off, when you take it out of the package, save the little insert that's in here. There's instructions on there on how to use it and how to make multiple half square triangles with the same fabric. So if you're making the same ones over and over again, they tell you how to make a large square into smaller half square triangles, as well as quarter square triangles in here. So save those instructions for future use. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you open the package is put something on the back so that you can avoid slipping while you're using the ruler. It doesn't have a non-slip coating on the back of it. So we have a couple of products here. One is called True Grips, and the other one is called Invisigrip. The Invisigrip, you would cut strips or cut a square to fit on the back, and the True Grips are all ready to go. They're little circles. I can show you, I don't know, you probably can't see them on here, but there's a little circle in each corner, and that provides a nice surface that does not slip when you're using it. So just in one moment, we'll get started and I'll show you what to do. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to make a 3.5 inch half square triangle block today. So we're going to start out with a 4.5 inch square. You're going to take that square, right sides together, and draw a diagonal line on the back. And take it to the machine and stitch 1/4 inch on either side of that line. Okay, so I've stitched on either side of the line. Now we'll cut on that line. And before you press, you're going to take your the triangle square ruler, and we're using the 3.5 inch line. It's a red dashed line, and you're going to place that just slightly above the stitched seam. Mine, I think I did mine too quickly. It's a little wonky, and so you're going to press, or sorry, cut on either side of that point, and then you can trim off your dog ears as well, and take that to the iron and press over to the black fabric, and you have a 3.5 inch square there. So I've got one here ready to go. So that's just the half square triangle block. If you were doing the other side would give you a finished whole inch, like a 3 inch square or 4 inch square. You don't use that side of the ruler as much as this side, because most patterns are calling for, the extra 1/2 inch for your seam allowances. So next, we'll do the quarter square triangles. Also, as a reminder, in the instructions in the ruler, they give you instructions on how to make 8 of them at the same time. So if you were making several half square triangle blocks with the same 2 fabrics, the instructions in there, you start off with a larger square, and you can make 8 at a time. So don't throw those instructions out. Next, we'll do the quarter square triangles. So same thing. You've got 2 squares, a line drawn on the back. You're going to stitch 1/4 inch on either side, got one of those ready here. And then you're going to cut it apart on that line. And this time, you're going to press them. You're going to press them over to the black before you use the ruler. So these two, so on this one I've sewn, you're going to cut, you're going to press to the black fabric. So now I have two of them here. I'll show you before I pin them. I've got two of them pressed. You're going to line up those seams and put a pin on either side. And now we'll take that to the machine and stitch on either side of that. So there you go. We're going to cut that apart on the drawn line again. Oh yeah, and the drawn, I should have mentioned that the drawn line is, you know, perpendicular to the original stitching line there. You're going across the original seam. So now you cut that on the line. So now before you press it, you're going to take your ruler. So in this case, we can do a 3.5 inch, but I have room to even do a 4.5 inch block on this one, since I started out with bigger squares. So I've put my 4.5 inch line this time on this stitched seam here. And to make the 1/4 inch square, you want this solid line to line up with that perpendicular seam there. And then you cut. Can trim those ears off again. And there you have 1/4 square triangle. Ready to go. Thanks for watching my demonstration today. I hope you enjoyed it. And you'll find a link to all the products I've used in this video in the description below. Like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time. Thanks very much.